Jewish burial versus cremation. In generations past, it was exceedingly uncommon for Jews to choose cremation over burial. Until recent times, Jews and non-Jews alike in the United States largely avoided cremation and opted for burial. However, as the rates of cremation have increased amongst non-Jews in America, the practice has gained increased popularity within the Jewish community as well. But why does the Jewish tradition discourage cremation and advocate for burial? Cremation has traditionally been viewed as a form of disrespect or violence against the human body, the holy vessel that until recently had contained life within it. Burial was seen as the most natural and least violent way for the human body to return to the earth, just as Adam, the first man, had been fashioned from the earth, Adamah, in Hebrew. Traditionally, Jewish burial is very different from the modern Gentile practices of embalming and preservation that fill the body with toxic chemicals meant to slow decomposition. The use of these chemicals is a source of toxic pollutants, and the process is seen as a violent act upon the body, only serving to mask and deny the reality of death. Traditionally, in a Jewish funeral, the body is washed and prepared for burial in an age-old tradition called tahara. Then the body is wrapped in nothing more than a linen shroud and placed in a casket. A traditional Jewish casket is made from nothing but wood alone, a material that will quickly decompose and return to the earth. In the Torah, the patriarch Abraham goes through considerable difficulty to ensure the purchase of the cave of Machpelah from the Hittites, a people who then controlled Hebron and its environs. The purchase of this cave was the first description of a burial in the Torah. There, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, and Jacob and Leah are all buried. Even Joseph's remains were said to have been brought back to Egypt and interred in the tomb. The cave was seen as a tangible burial site for the Jewish people, and there it remains millennia later. Today, it remains a source of pilgrimage and prayer for both Jews and Muslims who also revere the patriarchs. Gathering around a grave for burial is a ritual with deep significance that allows a family to better process a loss. Like the cave of the patriarchs before it, a grave is a place for visitation and reflection, a place to return to in order to recount the memory of a lost loved one. Of course, burial is one of many ancient and profound Jewish rituals surrounding the death of a loved one. There are so many Jewish traditions to consider and weave into the mourning rituals meant to comfort the living, as well as provide a dignified send-off for the dead. Observing Shmira and Shiva, saying the Kaddish prayer, and lighting a yahrzeit candle each have a profound meaning. In our own day, it is incredibly important to consider pre-planning your own funeral. No one has the right to determine your final wishes except for you. Plan a memorial that aligns with your faith and values, and also relieves your family of the difficult emotional and financial burden of planning a funeral during the inherently difficult time of death. Cleveland Jewish Funerals would be delighted to meet with you to discuss your options. We can be reached at 216-340-1400. To attend an upcoming pre-planning seminar, please stay tuned to the following announcement.
Hey Jewish Cleveland, Cleveland Jewish Funerals would like to cordially invite you to a free lunch and learn at the fabulous Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant in Orange. For those who observe kashrut, we haven't forgotten about you. We can arrange kosher meals for those who request them. Learn how funeral pre-planning can spare your loved ones the burden of planning and paying for a funeral during an already difficult time. Also learn how pre-planning ensures that your funeral aligns with your beliefs and values. Now, in case you're a bit hesitant to register because you're concerned that the event will be dark or depressing, we'd like to assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. Death is an inseparable part of life, but at Cleveland Jewish Funerals, we're committed to a vibrant Jewish life. And to help prove that point, we're going to be raffling off overnight accommodations for two at the beautiful Mario's International Spa and Hotel in Aurora. Enjoy specialized spa therapies and a wide range of health and beauty treatments in a quaint old-world atmosphere. Click on the registration button below to secure your reservation. Remember that spots are limited, so secure yours today.